Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by dermatology-focused pharmaceutical company Botanix Pharmaceuticals, ASX code BOT. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Executive Chairman of Botanix, Vince Ippolito. Hi Vince.
Hi Matt.
Botanix is developing a portfolio of treatments for common skin diseases and infections. It currently has a pipeline of 3 projects and recently bolted on a 4th after acquiring a new dermatology agent known as sofpironium bromide that is used in the treatment of excessive underarm sweating. Okay, Vince, I want to get into that acquisition in a minute, but firstly, can you just give me the high-level overview of Botanix, 3 existing pharmaceutical projects?
So in the dermatology profile, we've got a clinical program in acne, rosacea, which is characterized as excessive blushing of the skin, and atopic dermatitis, that is a manifestation of rashes that itch on the skin. Those are the 3 clinical programs that we have in the derm pipeline at this time.
Okay, so you recently acquired a new treatment known as sofpironium bromide, I've said it right for the second time, for the treatment of excessive underarm sweating. Who did you acquire this treatment from and what were the terms of the deal?
Yeah, so Botanix acquired this asset from Brickell Bioscience, and right now, sofpironium bromide is currently being prepared for FDA filing and approval in the second half of this year. So if this asset, sofpironium bromide, is approved, it will be the first and only new chemical entity to treat primary hyperhidrosis. That is a medical condition of the excessive underarm sweating.
Tell me about excessive underarm sweating. How big is the market, if I could put it that way? How many people suffer from it?
Yeah, well, we all know sweating through when we exercise or temperature changes, but hyperhidrosis is excessive sweating. It's a condition that's typically not triggered by external factors. And it's a really big market, Matt. There's over 15 million Americans that suffer from hyperhidrosis. And you can imagine it has a big impact on people's lives, given the fact that every single day they excessively sweat. The market is also quite large in terms of dollars. It's projected to grow to $2.8 billion by 2030.
Okay, now how do you know this new treatment works? What studies have been done?
Yeah, so that's the great news, and that's what attracted us to this asset. There has already been completed 2 phase 3 clinical trials of over 700 patients. Those data have been presented just recently at the American Academy of Dermatology, and the data was very, very strong. In the clinical studies, both of the co-primaries and all of the secondary endpoints not only met their clinical results, but they were statistically significant in doing so. Matter of fact, one data point that caught our eye is that more than 85% of the subjects had a clinically meaningful response in their patient-reported outcomes.
Vince Ippolito from Botanix Pharmaceuticals. Thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.